So the time has finally come for my next review, and y'all think y'all funny. So Switch fam came through. You guys were on the last community post, and you literally voted for one of the most weird and controversial games because everyone's kind of been throwing salt at it before it even came out. I have not taken the time to watch any reviews, so I'm just jumping in this game blind right now. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you take the time just to check out my Discord channel. That's where the Switch fam, we all just interact, go through different products, talk about different games here and there. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. This might be more of a rant style of video. So everyone just get some popcorn ready. Just sit tight. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this game, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. So let's go ahead and jump right into it.
You know how much I love that Nintendo Switch!
What's going on, Switch fam? It is your boy QKG, and the reason why you're just not getting a really good entertaining type of like skit review. Well, one thing, I am sick right now. I do hear a lot of YouTubers make videos and they're sick. This is like the first time I've ever done it. So if I'm a little sniffly, don't mind your boy, because I got a lot of mucus going up right now. But anyway, Contra Rouge, if I should call it Corpse. But this game in itself was the revamp for Contra, because Konami, after the whole Kojima split, Konami was kind of left in the dark. They tried Metal Gear Survive. Everybody knew that game was bull, and then they decided to just revive Contra out of nowhere and decide, hey, maybe people want a Contra game, maybe they want to break from, you know, the over military type of shooters, and they want to go with something more arcadey, which I'm perfectly fine with. If you want to try that formula, cool. But where this game is, it's just not hidden for your boy. And I gotta honestly say, when it comes down to the core of Contra Rogue Corps, is that it's going to be circled around 4 different characters, which you're going to play as Kaiser, Miss Harakiri, the Hungry Beast, and then also the Gentleman, which I have to honestly say, these are the lamest and weirdest looking characters, especially Kaiser, because his face just, it looked like something ain't right, man. It's Ballsack City, I'm sorry. And then Miss Harakiri, I have to say, she's probably the coolest looking one. I do like the way her weapon looks, and the fact that she has like this weird little talking demon thing in her stomach and she has to keep the sword in there, I think that's cool. But everything else in the game just falls apart. Overall, like when it comes down to the story, this is how I could tell this game was on a strict budget, is the fact that there are 0 cutscenes in this game. There are these type of like comic images to where Power Rangers Battle for the Grid had, except I knew that Power Rangers Battle for the Grid was a work in progress, and that the work that they had was absolute fire. And then ever since, and I have to make even update videos, because this game, Power Rangers, has had a lot of work since then, but that game has showed more promise, and it's half the price. Some people may say Power Rangers is simple, get a few fights, get a couple cutscenes, little talking sections, you good. At least Contra Rogue Corps is voice acted. That is one thing that I'll actually say is decent. It is voice acted. Is it voice acted well? Kinda. I mean, there are moments where it's just pointless, weird cuss words that are like wanna be edgy type of stuff, and I'm just like, I can see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get that old fire that you had from like the 80s and whatnot, but it's a different time, man. It's like literally someone at Konami just put in Contra, was like, this is fun, and then they're just like, yeah, when's the last time we made one? Well, shit, I don't know, it's been forever. Well, screw it, let's make a new one, but no one's seen games like this again. And it just seems weird. I don't know what voice that was. I'm sorry, I'm only doing one take, I don't care. But the weird thing is, the game just does not have any identity. It's just you killing aliens. Sometimes with certain games that can work if it has an identity. For an example, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, even though it's your standard sword and shield exploration type of game, which there's plenty of out there, it has identity. It has characters that you like, it has environments that you like, it has enemies you hate, it has enemies you like, it has character, it has its own personality. Currently playing Devil May Cry. And the reason why Devil May Cry 2 is probably one of the most hated ones, but I personally love it just because Lucia is the best thing in that game, because the chick can scrap, bro. Dante fights like booty cheeks in that game. But still, that game still has character. Even though this is the worst game in the series, out of all of them, it still has character. There are enemies that are burnt in my head like the Blood Goat. Freaking Lucia's Double Trigger is so dope. And that's the coolest freaking thing. And there's just so many different things within the game when it comes down to the whole Sparta lore, when it comes down to just the environments, how they tell stories. It has personality. This game just doesn't. Everything's just purple. It's just purple surviving. Oh shit. To be honest, I don't know how this video is gonna do. There are times where developers actually watch YouTubers and see what they have to say, but this is just aimed directly straight, at the developers. This is where I give constructive criticism. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm gonna rate this game, but the game had potential. I will say the one thing that kind of hindered the game for me is the camera angle got kind of weird at times. There were times where I absolutely love the camera angle where it's more over the shoulder, more close up. Those felt great. But when it's just like the regular top down, just standard twin stick shooter that I've been playing, for the past, 10, 20 years? I don't say 10, 20 years, but it's been a long time. They really don't change that much. Honestly, if there was a mix of the twin stick shooter along with that over the shoulder type of feel, like how there were a couple times, it would have been fine. I actually would not have had an issue with the way the camera angle was. The color palette just was weird. Me playing the Switch version, I know it's gonna look muddy. There were times where texture pop-ups were just going crazy, but I will say the color palette choice was not all that great, especially playing that first section where everything's just purple. It just didn't, I don't know, man, it didn't feel right. Also, whoever did the actual artwork for how Kaiser looks in the game, I'm not gonna review, but some look off with your boy. He just looks off. And then even if he's stereotypical meathead from the 80s, he just looks just off and scary sometimes, man. It just looks weird. And then characters, why you got a robotic panda? Did you hear how that sound? A robotic panda, my guy? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. But that just, things should have been, I don't know if anyone's tested the game. I don't know what goes on now. I do know there are companies that go out, have people test the game before it comes out and get feedback. But I don't know who tested this. But there should have been some I should say some shit. But all in all, man, I really wish if this game would have took some minor changes here and there. You don't even have to go heavy with the cutscenes. You could have just left the cutscenes alone and just focused on gameplay. I wouldn't have cared as much. But when I saw the cutscenes, I saw how things are just there just to be there. It's like a lot of quantity, not a lot of quality. It just felt like it was not just rushed, but it just felt like everything was just on a tight budget, which I can understand. Hopefully Konami learns from this, because this isn't necessarily a win at all. And I haven't even watched other reviews. I've seen IGN put theirs out, but who knows what everyone else is saying about the game. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna leave it off at there. I'm talking too much. I went off on a tangent. If you're new to the channel, I always rate the videos with phrases. So we start off at the bottom of what happened, like if I really don't like the game, and then we go up to meh, like I didn't like it, a needs work if it's a little dry, a decent if it's alright, and then a flaggable if the game is fire. Come on, man, I ain't had to say it. This game is a what happened. When I say needs work, there's nothing that you can do to this game to save it. To be honest, I would love to give it a needs work, but I don't think that you can just adjust, the camera angle, color palette, mission structure, just all these different things. It's not happening. Like, I can tell that this is it. And then I'm not even going to talk about everything else in the game. There's like this whole multiplayer section where it's like sports oriented. I don't know who came up with these ideas, dude. I'm sorry, I don't know. But all in all, this is a definite what happened. This is the second what happened. And what makes me kind of just peeved is the fact that Darksiders 2 is coming out in 2 days, and I can't wait. But that game is $30, my guy. This game is $40. There are so many different things that you can get with this game. Some of the Switch fam, Chad, I've been seeing you playing that Dead by Daylight. I've been seeing Very. You done picked that up along with another game. So y'all set. So I took the bullet for you. So I would love to thank you guys for tuning into this video. This has been a long kind of rant. I might chop it down or something, who knows, but that's it. I just had to get that out. I just want to be done and over with this. I was gonna slam dunk it in the trash, but I gotta be right. I gotta take it back to GameStop, at least get something for it. So I would love to thank you guys for tuning into this video, and as always, leave your comments down below on the games that you want me to review next. Hopefully they're not like this, to where they cost a lot of money and they take up a little bit too much of my time. But all in all jokes aside, man, leave the comments down below on any games you want me to review next so I can get you my honest opinion. This is your boy QKG, and peace out.